All right, got Emmy. The alternator's fixed. I'm gonna head up the river, take a nice little cruise up. So this story, my son and his girlfriend, they told me they weren't going to go to a restaurant, and Leah was away for the weekend, so I went by myself over to Hogan's. So I was sitting there, and everybody had, you know, the Hawaiian leis.
Yeah.
The flowers.
Right.
So there was a party off to the other, you know, the dining room off to the side over there, and everybody's walking back and forth. And so this guy walks by, and I'm like, "What's going on?" And he was the father. What it was they're celebrating. They had their first child. It was a daughter. So everybody was wearing leis. So it kind of took me back, and I was kind of laughing. This was a very long time ago. I was in a fraternity, and I was dating a girl before I met Ellen. Mm-hmm. So it was just a couple of weeks, and we were mostly just friends. We'd go out to have a couple of beers or a couple of drinks, and then we'd go see a movie. You know, it wasn't serious, really serious. Yeah. So it was like 2 weeks into this. So we had pledges, and it was a nice fraternity. I mean, like 80% of us had girlfriends, and probably 75% of those people who had girlfriends actually married these people. So it's kind of really nice to go visit my friends, because I've known his wife for years and years and years. So it was the party was on Friday, so I called her 4:30, no answer. So I called her back on 5, and the pledges were supposed to deliver all the invitations to all the girlfriends or whoever, you know, whoever you wanted to invite. So I get on the phone and I call her and I said, "Hi, how are you?" And she goes, "Great." And I said, "Are you ready to get laid tonight?" Silence. I mean, you could hear a pin drop on a piece of carpet. Silence.
Crickets.
So I'm like, "Oh, you haven't gotten the invitation yet." And she goes, "No, what's up?" And I said, "Well, we're having a Hawaiian party," and that was kind of a joke on, because everybody's getting flower, you know, the leis around their neck for the theme of the party. And she goes, "Okay, I'll go with that." But you caught me off guard. But it kind of made me laugh when I saw the leis. I'm like, yeah, I remember that party. So it was good.
Frank, where have you been? We've been looking for you everywhere.
I was on this, I went on an excursion, and and
with
we
who?
were looking at like turtles and fish and stuff like that. And I said, "Okay, I need to get back."
Frank, you could have told us. Nobody knew
Well,
where
I
you
was
were.
telling them, I pushed a
I was
button,
just like,
and I
call
was
the
talking to the
police.
captain, and I was like, whatever, like, I want to go, I would like to go to that restaurant right there.
And you forgot you were on vacation with your family.
Well, I just went out for a boat ride, and the guy said, we're going to go way out there, and we're going to come back, and we'll be back in like 20 minutes. We went way out there, and it was like an hour.
You've been gone for longer than that, Frank.
So this is part of the Hamilton trip. I was actually in downtown, and I was sitting, waiting for my train to come north, come home. Mm-hmm. Sitting next on the bench with another guy, and we're waiting for the boards to say, "Your train is on track 10, 11, whatever." So we're sitting there. This guy is like, come by. Literally, we're in the middle. It's 50 feet, there's an elevator, and 50 feet, there's a stairway. This guy's got a backpack on, he's trying to figure out how to use this elevator. We're laughing. I was like, and he's like going, I'm like, dude, man, there, stairs are there, 12, 13, go up the stairs. So, kind of put a twist on it. So we're on vacation, Rhonda and Frank, and kind of that. And on the bus, there was a guy, I don't know, we're on the bus down to Hamilton. Kind of combination of the two. All the screens showed up, stop, 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 and he kept driving. So this is going to be kind of a combination of those two. So it's like you never stop until you came to this first stop. It was like red for like forever. So anyway, what's going to happen on this is I've gone on to a venture for on vacation.
Okay.
And I'm late.
Getting back?
Getting back from
Okay.
seeing squirrels, seeing a boat or whatever, you know. But I'm getting late.
Okay.
So we're in a resort.
Okay.
So you're like, where the hell are you? So I push the stop button. So that's where we're at.
Okay.
Okay?
So
All
you're
right.
gonna come.
All right.
Yep.
Ready?
Yep.
Mom off camera?
No. Yes.
Off camera? All right. All right, let's go. So here's Emmy with her clothes on. I was up here on Sunday. I was going to hopefully drive down the river and swap out with Eleanor. Eleanor had some alternator work. And guess what? This one needs alternator work, so I'm going to swap them out. And this one needs to get a new alternator. So I charged up the battery, so I'll be going down with the battery. So hopefully I'll make it. So probably make a video on the cruise down. It's not too far down the river, but it's a nice little cruise down there too. So got a couple things to do left on Emmy here, and not too much, not big things, but yeah, we got to get a new alternator. So we'll